Hello there, everybody. Hello there, everybody. Everybody, buddy. Everybody's, all the buddies are welcome. Hello there. Okay. I need to get something to drink, and then I'll be right back. And we're doing something together. So I'll be right back, and then we're starting with the handstand lesson. So if you like to join in, come on in. Quickly writing it also in the Discord that we are online. We are online. Come on in. What? But yeah, we're starting in just some minutes. So if you wish to have a little bit of a relaxed, a little bit of a relaxed time doing some yoga. It's not really yoga, but yeah, Wait, what was that button? Yep. Okay. Do I have some water? I've got some water here. I think we're good. I will stay. We'll grab something to drink after. I should also, do something else, but probably this is for the weekend. So yeah. Everybody, we're starting slowly. I've got a. Whoa, my shirt is like damaged here. I've got a cool shirt on today because we're cool guys. No, not because of that, but I was working and I thought like, hey, it's not really sweaty. Let's make it sweaty, and then we can throw it into the washer. Is it called washer? It's dishwasher, clothes washer. No, it's not. Dishwasher is correct, but I don't know what's the term for clothes to wash clothes. No, the machine that washes clothes in English, and whatever. Doesn't matter right now. So shake yourself out. Check in with how you're doing. We're going a little bit slow. Not just because I want to take it slow, but because I just ate something. That's probably not the best time to do handstands, But still, want to honor that. Shake yourselves out. Coming to this place today. I settled around for a long time today. So what have you been up to? Stretch yourself a bit. Right. Really long. And get along on both sides. Saying hello to the moon. If you can see the moon. If you're outside, or saying hello to the sun, whatever time it is in your place. And shake out your legs a little bit more. Move your shoulders. Can either move both shoulders or just one shoulder first and then the other, Can do both together. However it feels good to you. Just feeling in your body a little bit first. Feeling into your breath. And stretching yourself. Power pose. Wide stance. Bring your arms up by your sides. Spread your fingers even. Smile. Engage your belly a bit. You can also just come up. So you don't need to go down with your knees, but you can if you like. Just take up space, you know. Taking up space to the left, to the right, to the top. Get along with your head. And tuck your chin in a bit if you like. Get along with your feet. See how that feels. Just observe how it feels. Then release. You know, doing this within a group of people is hard, you know? Because you don't want to take up that much space usually. It's almost like, hey, I'm giving you some space here, I'm giving you some space there. Then if you're standing like this, it's like, wait, you're taking up way more space than other people. So why are you allowed to do this? And then already thoughts of like fairness come in and all these kind of things, you know? So, but now, you're worth it right now. Take up the space. And release. Shake your wrists. Relax. And then start to jump a little bit out of your knees. Releasing your head, releasing your shoulders. Let your shoulders jump as well. Releasing your whole day. Whatever has been going on. Whatever you have in mind to do, release it. And just come into this moment. You know, not thinking about the future for a bit. Just coming into this moment. It's not like maybe you want to think about the future a bit, you know, thinking about, hey, how will it feel after the lesson? What are we doing here? How does it benefit you? You know, think about these kind of things. Think about the future that is connected to this lesson. How it helps you. These kind of things. These are important. So, because they're answering the why you're here right now, and why you have been practicing before. Maybe it allows you to do certain kind of things. Maybe it allows you to join certain groups, to be fit, you know. Jumping out of your knees, releasing your arms, your wrists, your elbows, your head. One more time, let's get along. From your legs to your arms. And you know, it might seem boring to you, but we're really tuning into getting started slowly so we can go deeper and really listen to your body, what's going on. So push out of your legs, feel really the length. Not just from your hips, not just from your knees, not just from your toes, from everywhere. Feel the length everywhere. Trying it, you know. Try to see if you can feel something else in your body. Feel if you can get longer somewhere. Be curious, experiment. Don't just limit yourself. It's, you can move. Allow you to move yourself, stretch yourself in any kind of way that feels good to you. Not just limiting yourself. Good. Okay, release. One more time, shoulders. Bring it. This time, just pick your shoulders up, like maximum, not like you're like, not like this maximum, but the easy maximum, we're not like shaking or anything. The easy maximum. Just easily pick your shoulders up and then release them down softly, slowly. And try to really release your shoulders. Again, pick them up. Feel the muscles working. And then release these muscles. And then you start to notice, what does it really mean to release your shoulders? Engage your shoulders. What does it really mean to relax your shoulders? Learning this, integrating this into your body, Really taking something away from this lesson. If it's only this, that's alright. It's always, you're bringing certain kind of answers, certain kind of questions and certain kind of state to a lesson, so you will be able to hear certain kind of things better than others. And it's all about being effortless right now. Just not forcing it too much. It's really seeing a little bit like how far you can go. One more time, pick up your shoulders. Not a lot. And release. Good job. And let's come to the floor. Let's come to all fours. And first let's tune into our whole spine before continuing. So bring your hands below your shoulders. Your wrists below your shoulders. Your feet flat or tucked as you like at the moment. Doesn't really matter too much at the moment. And then start to arch up from your lower spine, vertebra by vertebra coming up. Pushing out of your shoulders. Looking forward in the end, but really make sure that your spine is in a line. So your head is in the extension of this line. The natural extension of the spine is your head. And then chin to chest and slowly round down from your head. Vertebra by vertebra going down. And again coming up. Vertebra by vertebra. Pushing out of your shoulders. And again, other way around. And up. Chin to chest. Breathing out. Arching up, vertebra by vertebra. Release. Shake your wrists out, tuck your toes in, untuck them as it feels good. Bring your knees apart, big toes together. Boop. And let's come into child's pose. Release yourself forward on the ground. And work with your breath. Release yourself completely on the floor. Feel how the gravity is working. And deepen your breath here. If you have any kind of pressure going around your belly, you can release that pressure by loosening up your belt, loosening up whatever it it is that you have around your waist. And then again, come forward and breathe in deep. It feels super juicy to me. So we will be doing it some more times today, because I like to, because it feels very juicy. So stretch your right, come up slowly, stretch your right leg and move a little bit front and back. I want to do it on the mat, so I'll have a little bit more help from the mat. And you're a little inside, a mat is here to help you. If you're more advanced, you don't really need a mat anymore. If you're very, very advanced. And you can do basically everything on the floor. So a mat is just an assistance. If you're putting the mat away, everything gets quite much harder. So other side. And also move front and back. Tuck your toes in of your left leg, so straighten your left leg. Tuck the toes. And move front and back, just to stretch a bit. See how it feels. And change around. Again. Work with your breath, deep breath. Now warming up a little bit. Bring your hands forward and slowly come up into downward facing dog. Just checking in for yourself. You don't need to go anywhere, you can make it really soft right now. Just warming up your body a bit. Going for a walk. Taking your dog for a walk. Moving up and down with your heels. And you can really come more into a plank instead of like downward facing dog like shape. So you don't need to have your shoulders like completely stretched to the floor, which is wrong to begin with, but you want to have your whole body. I can explain it better. Where it feels good to you right now. And hi Brizzle, good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? Very good to see you. We're going for a little bit of handstand, so if you like to join in, we're going to take it very, very soft to a bit of handstands, you know, to change our view, you know? Look upside down from your position instead of like always looking at the world from a standing position, you know? Changing our view a little bit and the whole world starts to look different. The position of where we are, you know? So good to see you, Brizzle. Welcome. So again, check ourselves out a bit. This was the first little downward facing dog. Bring your big toes together, knees apart. And child's pose. Lean forward. Releasing your whole body weight. How are you doing, Brizzle? How is it going? And just breathe deeply. Again, if there's any kind of tension around your waist, can come up, loosen a belt, loosen any kind of pressure around your waist, and then lean forward again. Feels very juicy for me today, so we are going 3 times child's pose today and see if we can gradually go a little bit deeper. See if it changes a little bit, you know? Not too big, just like this tiny bit of change. And with your breath, really breathe deep into your lower belly, just above your genitals. And into your chest. Really trying to relax. Yes. Little stretch if you feel anything. If you don't feel anything, maybe focus a little bit more on your breathing. And you can also try to shift your butt a little bit more to the back if you don't feel anything, and reach further forward. just if you don't feel anything. And slowly come up again. Good. Again. Bring your hands forward, spread your fingers, push into the mounts of the fingers, claw your fingers a bit, shift yourself up into downward facing dog, and again go for a walk. See if it already feels a little tiny bit different, like doing downward facing dog today. What you want to do is again push into the mounts of the fingers, claw your fingers a bit, and really feel the length coming from your fingers. Still engaging your chest a bit, so we're not sinking to the floor. I'm just telling you that for now. So instead of really like the elbows pointing up here, you want to turn around the other side. So you want to turn the elbows a little bit down. So what happens then is, or to the side, what happens then is that the shoulders come a little bit forward, and you're not having the shoulder blades on the back in this position, but the shoulders are very, very large, you know, very, very much space between the shoulder blades. A lot of space on your shoulders. Think about it. You're taking up so much space at your upper back. Good, and then release again. Oof. Bring your knees apart, big toes together, and one more time. Child's pose. Whee. Yay. Last time. And then we start to prepare a bit more. Handstands. Deep inhale into your belly and your chest. Really deep, the deepest breath, deepest inhale that you took on this day. See if you can get a little bit deeper, just a bit. And then realize, wow, that feels amazing. I should do this a little bit more. That's what you should realize, maybe. And then you start doing more yoga. So everybody, let's stand up. Shake yourself out. Take your time standing up. You know, no hurries. No hurries. Shake yourself out. We will get down to the floor again, but not right now. So first, let's play around a bit. Let's bring our arms apart, and we push out from the wrists, drawing the fingers back towards us. That's what we're doing. Let's go. And again, pushing out of your wrists, out of the wrists, from your shoulders. So what's happening in the arm is, see this? It's soft. You want to engage it. Good. It's hard, you know. It's hard. The muscle is hard. That's where you want to go, and then draw the fingers back towards you. Don't overdo it. If it starts to hurt, you're doing it too much. Check in for yourself. It feels still good. It's okay. Hurts. Take a step back. You're doing amazing! An amazing job for yourself, and release. Shake your wrists out, elbows, your shoulders, bring your arms up in the sky, and again, same thing. Draw the fingers back down towards you and push with your wrist up into the sky with both hands. Engage your belly a little bit in, tuck your chin in. If you know Tadasana, you can do Tadasana as well. And think about being in handstands here. So I'm drawing the belly a bit in. Good, and release. Slowly shake your wrists. So we are doing the whole sequence of like me teaching handstands. But again, you could do these little movements that we're doing here for longer. You could repeat these movements that we just did here, or we can, or what I like to do, I like to change the variation a bit. And basically you could repeat the whole lesson again, like probably twice. That would be like, then you really make progress. But even one time a day or so will provide you with the necessary ingredients to get your handstand going. So coming into all fours, whoop, come a little bit closer. You can push up from the wrists, not from the wrists, I'm sorry, from the index finger mount. So again, index finger mount here, but all the other mounts, we want to push through them up. So we're lifting the wrists up. So again, how that looks like, really do this correct, please. Pushing up from the wrist, from the mounts of the fingers. Pushing up from the mounts of the fingers. And by doing this, we're going to lift our wrists. So our wrists lift here. Our shoulders are approximately over the wrists. Well, what we don't want to do is lifting with your hips, so kind of like this, you know, we're not doing this. But we're really giving the weight. You can even come closer. If this is too hard for you, you can come closer to your knees, shifting the weight over your hands, and then pushing up through the mounts of the fingers. The mounts of the fingers rest on the floor. Important. But we are really giving the weight over, so we're not lifting with the hips. I can easily lift here with the hips, but it's really shoulders over wrists and pushing up. And after some time, you should feel it in your lower arm and shake it out. And we go again in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Just a round of 10. So find your distance, further away is harder. Let's go. Go for a round of 20, or if you like, you can also go slower. Everything is possible. Slower, fast, and then release again. You should feel it in your lower arms. Shake it out. And why we're practicing this is because this is what helps us getting stable in our handstand. This is what really helps us. So that's why we're practicing it. That's the why. Good. And right now we're going one step further, standing up again. Woo! And we're going to stretch a little bit more. So bring your feet apart. Now you might ask how far should I give my feet apart? Bring your arms apart and approximately place your feet where your wrists are. So just measure with your arms. From there, lean forward. We're pushing our butt to the back, so really trying to, the thighs turn inward and back, and we slowly come down. See how far you can get without rounding your back. When do I round my back? That's a good question. Bring one arm to your lower back and feel if the vertebrae are pushing out. If the vertebrae are pushing out, this means you're rounding your back. If not, then you're not doing it. And then slowly you can start to round your back. You can also still feel how the vertebrae are pushing out right now when you rounded your back. And then bring both arms on the floor and just move a little bit. See where you can go without hurting yourself, you know? Bend your knees a bit, see if it hurts. Get to know your body, you know? Instead of like restricting movements, like how, where I can tell, I can tell you what not to do. I'm just telling you, you know, experience. See what you can do. Learn about your body. Move slow. We're not like just moving into something and hurting us, but really move slow and mindful. Good. From there, I want you to get with your arms or with your hands off the mat onto a ground that is more stable. What's completely forbidden is to place your hands on a ground that is soft and stable, so kind of like split in the middle, you know. That's completely forbidden. So either one or the other. And from there, we slowly shift more weight to your hands. And jump in, and then jump out again. And we're going to repeat this for about 10 times. So again, shifting all the weight to your hands, jump in, and jump out. And if you have never done this, just go for a round of 2 or 3. So you get used to the movement. And if you have done this before, you can go for a little bit more. Good. Jumping out. Check your wrists. See if your wrists need something, some kind of stretch. You can turn them around. Place a little bit of weight on your wrists, not too much. You can turn your index finger outside, a little bit left and right. Just be mindful, you know. Start to get a little bit of knowledge on, like, oh, I can move my body like this. This feels good. Try it out. Or simply just copy myself. Copy me. You can also do that. From there, bring one hand up to your thigh, then the other hand, and step in left, right, left. Good job. Woo! From here, let's shake it out. What do we have found? So, going to a nice little stand. From there, wet towel exercise. Again, what I just did, one jump, and just stand where how you landed. Fix your hips. Your arms are wet towels. Turn to the left and to the right. Smashing your wrists into your waist, your belly. Good. Oh, I'm just hitting my, is it receiver? Smashing your wrists onto your hips. This is one of my favorite exercises. Again, engage your knees, engage your hips. So we don't want to do this. This is forbidden. We engage the knees, the hips, smashing the wrists against your waist. You can either look forward straight or look right and left. Good job, everybody. See how far you can turn, keeping your knees and your hips somewhat engaged. Also try to vary the speed. You know what happens if you vary the speed? What happens if you go really slow? Again, super soft arms, wet towels, no muscles are engaged. Good. Then slowly release. Not stopping, but releasing. Feeling the impulses going left and right through your body. This is where the center of your body lies. And of course, this knowledge is very important. This feeling is very important. We're going to do handstands. Either way, it's okay, release it. If you haven't felt it, it's okay. You'll feel it another day. Shake your legs, shake your wrists. Good. And you're first going for a little bit of like a hard exercise. So come to the front of the mat, hinge at your hips, bring your arms down, pushing into the mounts of the fingers here. If you need to bend your knees, do that. You know, that's okay. And then giving more and more weight to your arms. Like, we're almost like just a little bit leaning forward, then stepping back. And again, now I did it with bent knees, that's possible. But you can also do it with straight knees, if it's possible for you. and just very, very soft, you know. Moving the whole way back until we are at the very back of the mat. And from there, move your knees a little bit up and down. Move in any kind of way you like. Just a bit of a forward fold. If you have back problems, probably this forward fold isn't the greatest thing that you can do. So please, this lesson is probably not the right one for you. But I have YouTube videos for back problems, so feel free to check them out. Good. And just move your knees a little bit up and down. Explore your body, how your body feels. Good. And from there, we're doing the same thing forward again. Let's go. Bring your arms a little foot length away from your feet. Then slowly lean forward, push into the mounts of the fingers, come up to your toes, and then lift the toes up, or release the toes, however you want to call it, and then just go again. And you can go really slow if you like, or you can go faster as it feels good to you. There's no need to hurry. And bend your knees. Whenever you're at the front, move your butt a bit. Bring your hands up, elbows pointing up, and stand up with a straight back. Woo! Bring your arms up. And just stay like this a bit. So now that we have been down at the floor, a lot of blood came down to our head, into our arms. Now we are inversing it again. So it's a lot of things going on in this yoga lesson. In this lesson. Let's just call it a lesson. This handstand lesson. Take a deep inhale. And release your arms. Good. So, just one more exercise before we coming to the climax poses. Is it called climax poses? Climactic poses. Just the main poses that we're working for. And you can decide how far you go again. Shake your legs out, shake your arms. And let's come to the front of the mat. Hinge at your hips. Step back, downward facing dog. Walk your heels up and down. See if your downward facing dog feels a little bit different. It should. If you're doing this from the beginning on, then it really should feel a bit different. And again, here, we want to focus the same thing again, pushing the mounts of the fingers into the floor. In downward facing dog, so really bring your hands forward, spread your fingers, maybe a little bit further than shoulder width apart, just this tiny bit. Coming up, and from there, we're going to bend our knees far, 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 far down. See if you can stay straight from your hands to your hips, and then we're jumping up, keeping your whole length straight from your arms to your hips. It's like this. Woo. Trying to keep straight from your arms to your hips as good as you can. And we go one time right now, and then a second time. And what you also want to do here, what you want to experience, is that when you're pushing into the mounts of the fingers, it pushes you back down to the floor. I repeat that in just a sec. Oop. Release. Come to a little sit. Relax. Sit that feels good to you. You're doing amazing. Shake your wrists. Shake your arms. Breathe deep. You're going again in a bit. Good. Maybe be astonished about yourself in the second time when we're going. And again, we're not falling over because we're pushing into the mounts of the fingers. And of course, we're also not just jumping with all our force, but we can also just do really, really small jumps. That's completely fine. Can be like here. Jumping here, that's fine. But what I want you to do is push the index finger mount into the mat. So being here, you're amazing. I honor you when you do it, because it's so hard. It's really tough. And then you can progressively go higher every time you practice. Good. And again, walk a little bit in downward facing dog, and then slowly walk up. Whoa. Good job. Coming completely up. Shake your legs, your wrists. And we're coming into the final little poses. For that, we need a wall. So you need a wall. The first exercise that we're doing is we are doing handstands on a wall. But in this kind of variation, just bring your hands onto the wall. Whoop. Move into a handstand position like this. And that you're already there. Just trying to create a 90-degree position at your hips. And if you're here today, that's fine. If you want to go further, I help you with that. If you're just wanting to be here today, embrace it. You know, you're amazing for embracing it. Absolutely amazing. Feel the length from your hands to your hips. Taking a deep inhale. Pushing into the mounts of the fingers. Draw the belly in and up. There's so much things you can do. Tuck your chin in. Feel the length. And then slowly come up again. Amazing. Check out. This is not optional. This is for everybody. It's even for the people that can do handstands. No problem, you know. You also need to warm up and see like, oh, how is my body feeling? Or my wrists feeling? At any point in time, again, just do a little bit of wrist love. Give yourself a little bit of wrist love. Draw your hand flesh a little bit down, your skin a little bit down on your arm, and move your wrist. You're circling your wrist here a bit. Just softly. Nothing like over the top, like, oh, where's the limit? Just really softly. Good. Shake your wrists out. And this time, you can either stay in this first variation that we just did, or you can come into the second. In the second, we are sitting on the floor, measuring the distance with one leg. So, measure the distance with one leg. Then we bring our wrists shoulder width apart to where our ankle just landed, our foot just landed, and from there we're just standing up, doing the exact same thing that we just did before. You can do this thing as we just did the same thing before on the wall. So now we're just doing it on the floor. What you want to do here is just push into the mounts of the fingers again, clawing your fingers. And again, finding a 90-degree angle as good as you can. Trying to breathe in deep. And whenever you are done, come down. You can stay a little bit longer. And again, breathe deep. You're doing good. You're doing amazing. Whenever you come down, shake your wrists. Some wrist love. Another additional thing you can do is bring your wrists together. Bring your wrist around. One side, keeping your wrists together at all times. Yay! Awesome. Good job. Release. Check your wrists out. Next little drill that we are doing is we're walking up, but again, feel free to stay in variation 1 or repeat variation 1. Go do variation 2 again if you like that one, or follow me into variation 3. After this is basically the last exercise. And yeah, just enjoy. We're coming into plank. Bring our feet to the wall. Whip, whip, whip. And from there we start to walk up. Until we're at the wall, pushing into the mounds of the fingers. And breathing. Push out of your shoulders again. Think about all the things that we've been doing. And then slowly walk back. Step by step. Coming down again. Woo! So it's your turn if you haven't already. So again, plank position, walking up. Third variation. Second variation is measuring the distance of one leg. Bring your arms shoulder width apart on the mat. Step up on the wall, or on the door in my case. And first variation, bring your arms on the door, 90 degrees at your hips. So basically, just the second variation on the door. If you did either one of these, you can now slowly come out and give yourself a big hug because you did amazing. And from there, we're going to lie down on the floor. Come on, let's go, let's do this. Lie on the floor. Bring your arms next to your body. Come into cactus position, fingers are pointing up. And from there, release your knees to the right and to the left. Slowing down. Try to release all the tension. Let your breath flow deep. Also close your eyes if you like. Windshield wipers here. Good. And from there, bring your knees up. Bring your knees closer to your body. You're doing a little bit of happy baby position. So with your arms, you can grab around your big toes. Bloop. Index finger and middle finger. Grabbing around your big toes and stretching your right leg, your left leg. Or you can also grab around the side of your feet and go a little bit left and right. See how it feels. You can also give yourself a bit of a back massage, rounding your back. Being mindful here. Anything hurts, take care. Stretching your right leg, your left leg. If you're falling to one side, just push yourself back up. Don't laugh about it. Happy baby pose. Be happy. Laugh a little, you know? It's okay. It's okay. And release your legs. Whew. Straighten your legs a bit. Feet are facing away from each other. I feel like we're coming into Shavasana. So extend your legs, feet are facing away from each other. Arms are lying by your sides, palms are pointing up. Tuck your chin in, release your head to the floor. Close your eyes. And just be. Nothing to do here. Just be. Give you some time here. Just be. I will get you back out of it. Just be. From here, take a deep breath in. Deep, 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 deep breath in. And then lie on either side you prefer. Either the left or the right. There's not many more sides, just the left or the right. And releasing your whole body to the floor and really feeling the gravity taking care of yourself. If anything is uncomfortable, make it comfortable. Really feel how you can let both of your arms fall into the floor. Feel how the gravity carries you. Your head, your nose, your lips, everything falls to the ground. Your hands, your feet, your knees, your legs, your waist. Feel how it's connected to the ground. And with every exhale, you're beginning to feel a little bit heavier. Feeling a little bit heavier. Feel the connection to the ground even more. Start to observe gravity A little bit more. Now with every inhale, start to feel light like a feather. Make this inhale really, really large. Deep, deep, deep inhale. Light like a feather, and then release again. One more inhale. And exhale. And with your next inhale, slowly come up like a feather. Shift yourself up by your side and come to a nice little cozy sit. Checking in with how you're feeling right now after this yoga lesson. After this, handstand yoga lesson, whatever you want to call it. Check in with yourself. How are you feeling? If you have anything to sit on, chair, or if you're sitting on the floor up on some books. It's amazing. Just check in with yourself, how you're feeling right now. Seeing if there is a difference between before and after yoga lesson. And then slowly come out of it completely. Open your eyes if you have them closed again. Bring the hands in front of your heart. Thank you so much for practicing for yourself today, taking care of yourself. I'm honoring that right now, that you're doing this. And I'm also honoring it in myself. You're very welcome to also do that and bow in front of yourself. Because if you're doing something correct, you want to reward yourself. And why not just thanking yourself for doing something awesome for your body? Release your arms and you'll be slowly releasing this practice today. If anything else to add, now is the time. Other than that, I'm wishing you a wonderful rest of the day. Hope to see you very, very soon again. When we're online again. And if you want to stay in touch, make sure to also follow the YouTube. And check the YouTube out, what content we have there. A lot of wonderful yoga lessons. And of course, you're very welcome to also follow the channel. If that's it. I'm a bit tired, I will take it slow today. And now I'm going to bed rather soonish. Closing it here. So everybody who has been coming in, thank you so much for being here. And we are finishing it up here. Hope you enjoyed. Best to you. Lots of love. And see you soon. Bye bye. Have a good one.